All right, I'm going to call this meeting to order. All rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Hey.
Okay, I'm good evening. My name is Lydia Caparosa. I'm the solicitor for the township. I'm going to be administering the oaths of office. So I'm going to start with Rebecca Byers, the tax collector. Spencer, do you have a particular location you want? For purposes of the owl.
I feel like over by the flag is a good, right?
Perfect.
Yeah, right? Because then if somebody wants to take a picture, that's a good one.
He's the official photographer.
I am not the official photographer. You don't want me. I can't say.
Oh, great.
Okay, so if you could please raise your right hand and then repeat after me. I, Rebecca Byers, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend
Solemnly swear that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States of America
the Constitution of the United States of America
and the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
and the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
that I will discharge the duties of my office faithfully
that I will discharge the duties of my office faithfully
and with fidelity upon which I am now about to enter.
and with fidelity with which I am now submitted.
Congratulations. No, you're good. Congratulations. Dale, you're up next, I think. Nope, it's Charles. It's Charles.
Somebody's a little bad.
And if you want to bring that over here. Yes. Yes.
Yes, sir. I, Charles Lewis, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend
Only swear that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States of America
the Constitution of the United States of America.
of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, that I will discharge the duties of my office faithfully
Our third is on my office faithfully.
and with fidelity upon which I am now about to enter.
One which I'm now about. Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir. Congratulations. Dale, now we can. And it's just, we can just.
Yes. Actually, yeah, if you want to head over to the notary over here.
Okay, right hand, please, sir. I, Dale Williams,
I, Dale Williams,
do solemnly swear that I will support and defend
do solemnly swear that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States of America
the Constitution of the United States of America
and the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
and the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
that I will discharge the duties of my office faithfully,
that I will discharge the office of my duties faithfully,
duties of my office,
that I will discharge the duties of my office faithfully,
and with fidelity upon which I am now about to enter.
and with fidelity on which
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
Did you have to have a? Yes. On the notary, do this as well for you.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah, if you, yeah, it's say if you want. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I'm more like I'm not. That's like.
Yeah. So what are you doing with this wing?
Thank you.
Thank you. Your office.
Harley, did you do six?
6 total documents.
I need one more for Dale.
There's a residency affidavit.
Yeah.
Want to go sign?
Yeah. I had it, then don't look at that. All right, so I'm gonna just do a brief roll call here. Let's see, make sure everybody's good. All right, Commissioner Booklighter? Here. Commissioner Bolden? Here. Commissioner Williams? Here. And Commissioner Lewis? Here. Great. So next thing on our agenda here is to look at the election of board officers. So we would accept the nomination for the president.
I'd like to nominate Commissioner Lewis, President.
Commissioner Golden nominates Commissioner Lewis for president. We have a second. I'll second. Thanks. I'll do a roll call vote. See, Commissioner Booklighter. Aye. Commissioner Golden.
Aye.
Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
And Commissioner Lewis.
Aye.
All right, with that, the president for the board commissioners will be Commissioner Lewis. Okay, can I have a nomination for vice president?
I would nominate Mr. Golden.
Okay, we have a nomination for Commissioner Golden. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, we'll do the roll call vote. Commissioner Booklighter.
Aye.
Commissioner Golden.
Aye.
Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
And Commissioner Lewis.
Aye.
Okay. And with that, Commissioner Golden is vice president of the board. Right, I am going to talk briefly about the vacancies, agenda item number 6. As you know, everybody can see, there are currently 4 commissioners seated up here. I was counting the total number of people. There are 4 commissioners seated. The township, as well as our first class township code, requires there be 5. So in the event of a vacancy, so what happens essentially, we have an unexpired 2-year term that needs filled pursuant to the Pennsylvania First Class Township Code via our vacancy process. Generally speaking, one of the best practices we can make is to advertise this position. Essentially let the public know that we do have this vacancy and that they can submit letters of interest and applications to be considered to be appointed to the 5th spot to that vacancy. If there is support for that, generally, we would need a motion to authorize myself to publicly advertise the vacant commission seat and solicit letters of interest from qualified residents for board consideration.
Do I have a vote on that motion?
I'll second. Sorry, I believe Commissioner Lewis moved, Commissioner Booklighter second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. So pursuant to the First Class Township Code, generally speaking, one registered elector, that's a voter, must be designated to assist the Board of Commissioners in appointing an official should the board be unable to fill the vacancy within 30 days. This is commonly referred to as the vacancy board chairperson. Essentially, they just need to be a registered voter in the township that is appointed by this board. I do not have any names for consideration, so whether there was a motion is up to the
Did I get a motion for Karen Behringer?
I'll motion for Karen.
Okay.
I'll second.
Okay, Commissioner Golden, motion for Karen Behringer to serve the vacancy board chair. We got a second from Commissioner Williams. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? You'll need to let Ms. Behringer know.
I didn't talk to her. She's in Florida. I communicated with her today.
Okay, so, at this point, in the meeting, I kind of feel comfortable. I don't know if Commissioner Lewis, if you'd like to, take item 7 of the agenda here.
Yes. It's the appointment of the township manager, Mr. Cad, moved up, and to the following positions, which are the township secretary, it's an umbrella position, township secretary, and township RTKL officer. Is that right to know?
Yes, sir.
Township pension board chair, liaison to all quasi-government organizations. And then we have a second on B there to execute the township manager employment agreement with Spencer Cat. I'm good with it all. Can we get a motion for A and B? I guess it's all one motion. I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
I would add the one cap that with respect to the employment agreement is subject to finalizing the terms of that. If there's no non-substantive amendments, it's fine to move forward, but if we need substantive, we need to come back.
A quick question on the employment agreement. Is that a draft somewhere?
That's, a draft has been circulated. Attorney Miller had worked on that with Commissioner Golden. And so Commissioner Golden does have a copy of that, so we just need to finalize the
Now
draft.
you can look at that.
Yeah, that's,
Vote.
We'll vote pending that there's no additional changes to it, right? Lydia, what?
yes.
Yeah.
I think it's like I said, it's gone through the legal review and it's with Commissioner Golden as well. Like I said, it would be like approving Spencer as the manager and the agreement subject to finalizing those terms. So
Okay.
if we make any substantive issues or changes to that agreement, we would come back and approve that.
But it's gonna come before the board.
So right now there is a motion from Commissioner Williams and a second from Commissioner Golden. Yeah, okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, any opposed? Okay. All right, next up is the appointment of the township solicitor, looking to appoint McDonald, Hilly, Jones, and Britton with Attorney Caparosa to serve as our primary point of contact, as here in Erie, as the township solicitor.
I'll motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Appointment of the township engineer, looking to appoint urban engineers, of Erie, Pennsylvania as the township engineer.
I'll motion for urban. I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, looking to appoint township officials not previously mentioned. First, looking to appoint Charles Corley as the code enforcement and zoning officer, moving forward.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion to appoint BIU for our building code enforcement.
I'll motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, motion to appoint Charles Ramsey as the emergency management coordinator.
Question,
Yes, sir.
who is Charles Ramsey? I'm not familiar with the name.
Yeah, so Mr. Ramsey right now is, serves as the emergency management coordinator. Essentially, that's an extremely ad hoc position. So if there were to be an emergency in the township, for example, Snowmageddon, or when there was strikes going on at Wabtec, something that might rise the level of emergency, he works between different agencies to essentially coordinate the response.
Make a motion for appointment.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, so the Civil Service Commission serves 6-year terms. Right now, Mr. Dane Klaproth is looking for an appointment to that commission.
A motion for Mr. Klaproth to civil service.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, looking, next up is a motion to appoint Kayla Chadsey, our current township administrative generalist, to the role of township treasurer.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, so generally speaking, for the pension board, so as part of my duties, one of the things that I do is I serve as the pension board chair. But we do need a commissioner to essentially commit to being the liaison to that board and a member of that board. It can be more than one commissioner, can't be more than two, but we do need at least one.
Anybody interested?
I did it for a couple of years, but if someone else wants to, I'm sorry.
You know what you're doing, let's, all right?
Well, I didn't say that. No,
I
I
didn't
didn't stay
either.
on it unless somebody else wanted it. If not, then, yeah.
I'm motion for Tom.
There's a motion for Commissioner Bill Clayton.
I'll second.
Okay, second, for Commissioner Golden. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, so next few things here, a lot of business to get through today. So resolution 2026-1, without going into the full text of it, essentially, we're designating the same banks that we've been using. That's Northwest Bank and Pliget as our banks of deposit. So essentially, this is where we deposit and keep our savings accounts. We've now been using these banks for several years, and things have been going just fine. No issues on my end, as far as I can tell. But we do need to designate signatories. These are people that would be able to sign checks. And so we do have, the president and vice president. We do know who those are, but we would need an alternate commissioner as well to be a check signer, just in case, couldn't get a hold of Commissioner Lewis or Commissioner Golden.
I'm around.
Okay.
I can do it. Unless Joey, you want to do it, Joe?
Oh, he's already on it.
What's that?
I'll already be on.
Vice President. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
All right, and then as president would be Commissioner Lewis, vice president Commissioner Golden. Our designated alternate commissioner would be Commissioner Williams. I would be a check signer, and then our admin staff and treasurer, Kayla Chadsey, would be a check signer. We will need, a motion for that resolution.
I'll make a motion for that resolution.
Second.
Right, I'll do a quick roll call vote. See Commissioner Bucklighter,
Aye.
Commissioner Golden,
Aye.
Commissioner Williams,
Aye.
and Commissioner Lewis.
Aye.
All right, now I did mention this as an agenda item, the completion of the financial interest and disclosure form. If you have not already completed that, it's in your packets. Essentially, this is just to go over that item. If you've not seen one before, I believe you've all seen one, but it's state required form that we fill out every single year as township employees, elected officials. So you would have needed to fill one out when you're seeking election, but now as an elected official as well. So, the designation of the official newspaper of record. We need a motion to designate the Erie Times News as the official newspaper of record for the.
I'll motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, so next thing, we're free to talk about, but this is consideration resolution 2026-2. This is the 2026 meeting schedule. So essentially, if right now, what has been proposed and advertised, second Wednesday of each month at 6 p.m. with the work session at 5:30 p.m. On those same days, we can keep that schedule. And if you want to keep that schedule, we need a motion to accept that resolution. If you would want to amend that in any way, we can have that conversation.
See no problem.
Go, let's keep that status quo.
Okay. Motion,
I'll say.
Okay, quick roll call vote, Commissioner Booklighter,
Aye.
Commissioner Golden.
Aye.
Commissioner Williams,
All right.
and Commissioner Lewis.
Aye.
All right, designating township representatives to intergovernmental organizations. So earlier, we designated myself as the sort of primary representative for Lawrence Park Township to all intergovernmental organizations. But we do need at least one commissioner to be our alternate to several of these organizations. So we've listed them here. We can, go through them one at a time. It's really sort of on a volunteer basis if you want to attend these meetings, or if these are things that are important to you. And I'm also happy to explain more if you're curious about what these organizations are. The first one is Coastal Zoning Management. Commissioner Williams would like to be considered for that. Anyone else interested? Right, the COG, or the Erie Area Council of Governments. You are the alternate now, if you'd like to continue.
That's I'm fine with that.
ECATO, the Erie County Association of Township Officials. And for the record on ECATO, even though we need to designate an alternate, anyone can go to those meetings, any township official, including, the solicitor, the treasurer. The ECATO is very open, but they do ask that we have a sort of official representative.
Can do that.
Okay. Anyone else interested at all? And again, anybody can attend. Okay. Right, and then Erie County Planning, it's not the same as the MPO. It's a planning organization that talks about, well, it's similar to what we do here in our small planning committee, but it is, for issues related to zoning and planning and those types of things. We do have representation in that organization.
I'll do that unless that's already somebody got the job, must keep it.
Okay, Commissioner Lewis. And then the MPO, the Metropolitan Planning Organization, is a bit more active. And this one does, that organization meets twice a month, essentially. They have like a technical advisory committee, and then they have their regular meetings. And then that organization determines who gets, sort of a gateway organization to determining who gets funding for things like bridges, roads, and other transportation projects. It's definitely an interesting organization. So like I said, it's a little more, when I say active, that's good and bad. But is anyone?
Is this the group we lost a vote?
Yeah, and actually, to give you a little update on that, we almost lost our vote, but we didn't. So Marcus from Wesleyville and then a few other people joined the bylaw committee for that organization, and were able to sort of sway that committee so that they changed their mind and we didn't lose our votes. So we still have representation in our organization.
I've been going to those. Matter of fact, I plan on going Wednesday to another meeting. Yeah, so.
Awesome. Okay, all right, so I do need a motion to accept that resolution with the names as entered.
I'll motion.
Very good.
Quick roll call, Commissioner Booklighter,
Aye.
Commissioner Golden,
Aye.
Commissioner Williams,
All right.
and Commissioner Lee.
All right.
Great. Okay. Okay, so this is the assignment of commissioners to departments. Essentially, we changed the structure of our government with me as manager, but we still have the commissioners being designated specific departments, right? So historically, for the past 100 years, commissioners were placed in charge of specific departments. And that is something we still will do. The technical role is a little bit different, but still need somebody in to fill those gaps and to assist in those areas. And I'm not sure if that's something that you all would like to discuss.
I think we're good to go in that, I hope.
So I would take public safety, if that's agreeable. Mr. Golden would take administration. Mr. Williams would do sanitation and streets, correct? Good. Sewers, I believe that Tom's doing the job there. Keep that, Tom.
Yes.
Parks and Recs, I am told that Joe's willing to take that on as a sidelight for now. Find something for someone. And, who's doing buildings?
I can do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing it now, but I'm
You
fine.
in the building stuff?
Yeah, I'll do building.
Okay.
All right, so for public safety, we have Commissioner Lewis, administration, Commissioner Golden, sanitation, Commissioner Williams, streets, Commissioner Williams, sewer, Commissioner Bookleitner, parks and recreation, Commissioner Golden, and buildings, Commissioner Bookleitner. It was already mentioned, but when the vacancy would be filled, we would need to look at this again.
Oh, we have to rearrange.
Yeah, but
What I would like to look at, can I do this now? I talked to some of the commissioners about having a backup.
Mhm.
Like, it would make sense to me, the sewers would back up sanitation and streets and vice versa, and buildings.
Yeah.
And then Joe, I would back up administration and parks, and Joe would back up public safety. Does anybody have a disagreement with that? I don't. I mean,
Sounds good.
Tom and I have been working to join with the sewer projects and stuff.
Well, only makes sense to me, well, I know anyway.
And he's been doing like, helping out,
So that's a issue.
issues we have, so.
Okay, let's,
Yeah, I think so.
everybody agrees.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's good.
All right. Okay, and then, so if you would like a motion to accept those designations as listed,
I'll motion.
I'll second.
okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, all right, next is consideration for resolution 2026-4, establishing a bill payment policy that's a little more routine and easier for us to administer. So right now, the bill payment policy is complicated and hampered by the fact that we only have one meeting a month. All that I'm looking to do here is establish a bill payment policy that essentially allows for the president or vice president, or the department liaison certainly still can, but someone essentially can come on a weekly basis to sign bills so that we can get them paid more expeditiously, right? So right now, oftentimes we are waiting for the monthly meeting before bills can get paid, which is not super efficient. An alternative way of doing business is that we can have an elected official come in, review and sign, approve a bill payment on a weekly basis. And then I will prepare a report at the end of the month that details all the bills that were paid throughout the month in every department. Just to make sure again, and again, every commissioner would be free to come, and sign their own bills, but this is in recognition of the fact that not everyone can get to the office super regularly. So that is the intention and then point behind resolution 2026-4.
I have no problem doing that as president. Anybody else wants to do it, fine, I guess.
Yeah, I'd still like to be involved,
Yeah.
because I was always, as I stated before, as far as having a checks and balance
I agree.
policy, I think it's critical for that, so.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, I agree. And I would say that I think that a policy like this actually enhances checks and balances rather than detracts from it. And what I mean by that is that this way, everyone is aware of what every department does every month. Rather than being segmented by department, essentially everybody can look and see, this is what the admin office did in any given department. That's part of the intention. If would need motions to accept resolution 2026-.
I'll make the motion for second.
Quick roll call, Commissioner Bookleitner.
Aye.
Commissioner Golden.
Aye.
Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
And Commissioner Lewis.
Aye.
All right, 2026-5. We've had different versions of this, establishing an employee expenditure and purchase policy. We've had different versions of this policy. throughout Lawrence Park's history. The goal here is just to codify a policy that we already have in place. To give you the highlights of what that policy is, essentially, we are just asking the employees, including myself, to submit purchase orders, requisition requests, and to impose certain spending limits. Essentially meaning that if an employee wants to spend over a certain amount of money, in this case being $200, they can do so. They just need to submit a requisition request saying, this is what I'm intending to spend that money on. Again, this is not something, this is actually, for the past 6 months I've been here, we've been doing this, but this is a formalization of that policy. Any questions? I mean, I'm happy to answer them.
I'll motion.
I'll second.
Okay. All right, quick roll call because it is a resolution. Commissioner Booklighter.
Aye.
Commissioner Golden.
Aye.
Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
And Commissioner Lewis.
Aye.
Okay, resolution 2026-6 establishes an employee holiday schedule for non-uniform employees. This schedule is in line with what we've done in the past. It is the major holidays recognized by all other small municipalities and governments, with nothing unusual on there. Again, nothing too strange, just again, want to put it down in writing, so everybody is aware of what those
So
holidays.
we have a, it's,
Yeah, I mean,
okay, yeah, if you don't mind, just so.
yeah, it's no problem. Give me one second. Here, I'm sorry, I thought I included it in your packets. If I did not, I apologize. Pass that down, that's my copy. And again, that list is written, is in line with what the county does currently.
There's one.
Any questions or concerns? Okay, if that's acceptable, I would need a motion.
And go publish that with the public. I'll motion to accept the holiday list.
Second.
So, all right, Commissioner Booklight.
Aye.
Commissioner Golden.
Aye.
Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
And Commissioner Lewis.
Aye.
All right, 2026-7, adopting the 2026 wage and compensation schedule. Essentially just formally approving a 2.8% cost of living adjustment to non-uniform employees, which is what was budgeted for in the 2026 budget ordinance. The police compensation is governed by their CBA. I believe they are, I think it's a 3% increase on their salaries. But for the non-uniform employees, that's in line with the current cost of living estimates.
I'll make a motion.
Okay.
Does that, can I ask a question?
Yes.
That applies to everyone and it's on the township payroll?
Except for the police.
Except for the police and.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
The non-uniform.
Counselor's position because
Yeah.
it's by contract.
All right, but correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Cab's contract would be separate for that.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, that's why I don't see it, of course, right. We do have a motion from Commissioner Bolt.
I'll second it.
All right, Commissioner Bolt.
Aye.
Commissioner Bolt.
Aye.
Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
And Commissioner Lewis.
Aye.
Okay, Considering resolution 2026-8, establishment of a mileage rate as set by the IRS for any qualified mileage reimbursements. The IRS hasn't technically set it yet. I believe it's 70.5 cents, but I don't think it's actually set for 2026 yet. We're looking to adopt whatever the IRS sets as their mileage rate. I believe right now, the only employee who's technically eligible for mileage is me. But at the same time, I have not used that benefit yet. And,
Chuck's would be too.
yeah, Chuck would be too, that's right. Yeah, yeah. So, but we do need to just establish what rate we're going to use, and we can adopt this against the IRS.
I believe it's 72.5.
72.5, I haven't seen it published yet. 72.5 cents. Gas is getting expensive.
I'll motion to accept this resolution. I'll second.
All right, Commissioner Wilson.
Aye.
Commissioner Bolden.
Aye.
Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
And Commissioner Lewis.
Aye.
All right, and the last thing is pretty simple, just authorization for the township to support any required bonds or insurance coverage for township officials or employees. I need a bond, our new tax collector needs a bond. This resolution just authorizes the township to get those bonds and insurance coverage.
I'll make the motion to authorize
I'll second.
the required bonds.
All right, Commissioner Buckley.
Aye.
Commissioner Golden.
Aye.
Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
And Commissioner Lewis.
Aye.
Okay. That does technically include the reorganization meeting. We would need a motion to adjourn this meeting, and then we will immediately hereafter start the January state meeting.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second. Okay. Motion to adjourn at 6:37 by Commissioner Williams, seconded by Commissioner Bookleitner. All in favor?
Aye.
Right. All right, that does adjourn the reorganization meeting. So Commissioner Lewis, as president, you would like to call the stated meeting to order?
Yes, I've got 1839 hours.
Okay.
6:39. Start the regular meeting, I guess. Well,
All right. Excellent. So just go over a few things with the reports. Chief Morrell is not present tonight. He did have some prior engagements and could not be here. As far as the treasurer report goes, as you all may be aware, our treasurer, Joyce Spitznagel, did retire, did not submit a report. I thought she was gonna, but I didn't. And, Joyce was super busy in the end. So no fault to Joyce. I will make sure that we have a report that covers December and January in February. Do not believe we had a code or zoning report here in January because we're so early in the month, but I would expect one in February. And then Lydia, anything from you?
We don't have any report this evening.
Okay, and then nothing from the engineer. And then for myself, I do have a few things to. A few things just to let everybody know. I mentioned this previously, but I want to mention it again. Thank you to Commissioner Williams, as well as the former staff that worked here for their work in securing an LSA grant for a leaf machine. So the township secured $122,250 in a grant. That's a non-matching grant, so that's straight up money that the township received to purchase a new leaf vacuum, which we all. I think every resident of the township knows the leaf vacuum is a problem. So purchasing a new one, I think is great. And the fact that we're able to do that with grant money is going to be even better. And hopefully, we'll be able to sign that grant agreement soon and then look to actually procure a new machine shortly thereafter. So that's good news.
So we'll be done hopefully for leaf season.
I hope so. I sure hope so. I can't guarantee anything, but I hope so. So a few other things to report. Sudan sewer projects nearing completion. Actually today, literally today, they were out, Penelec was out flagging, and then tomorrow, I think they're supposed to make the final connections. So Penelec essentially needs to upgrade the electrical service and then make the final connections from, the utility pole to, the lift station to make it fully operational. And that's supposed to happen tomorrow. So that's good news. And that project will be largely completed. We have paid virtually all the bills for it, at this point. So yeah, that thing is wrapping up. Good. Green Light Go, wanted to let everybody know that I did submit what's called a pre-scoping application for a grant program called Green Lights Go or Green Light Go. I think as everybody is aware, the township has several outdated traffic signals. There are oftentimes the timing are issues, there are timing issues, there are wiring issues, and then they've been hit by semis 3 times in at least the one summer. So that's a problem. Green Light Go is a grant funding program for municipal traffic signaling. I submitted a pre-scoping form to look at the 3 major intersections sort of along Iroquois. So that's Iroquois and East Lake, Iroquois and Rankin, and Iroquois and Smithson. Water Street and Main will be done as part of the turnback, assuming that goes through, as well as the other light on Main Street. And then that only leaves the Wabtec entrance, which is a little bit different because it does have some newer poles, sort of like a hybrid. Yeah, so that's just the pre-scoping. I will find out soon whether or not I can submit an actual application. To give some concrete examples, Wesleyville submitted an application 2.5 years ago and just found out they got it about 2 weeks ago. So I would not expect us to hear anything soon. In the meantime, we will have to continue, essentially paying contractors to upkeep our situation. But hopefully, I believe we'd be a good candidate for that grant, and we'll see how that goes. I just want to let everybody know where that stands. Bell Street Bridge communications, you may have seen Marcus and I put out a video, and then there was also some news coverage regarding the Bell Street Bridge. So that's the footbridge. The footbridge, our joint communities received $1.106 million in grant funding to replace that bridge. That is going to be a big undertaking. I don't anticipate us having any construction anytime soon. I do anticipate, Marcus and I currently are planning a press conference in March to discuss that project further and try to get as many stakeholders as possible together to discuss that. We want to get the county representatives, our state representatives, school district, as many interested parties as possible on the same page moving forward with that project. Because it's, even though we've secured the vast majority of the grant funding, there's still a lot more to go. And that's it for me.
Where are we at?
Approval of the reports.
Yep, 26.
Okay, 6.
Number 26, do the approval.
I can motion to approve
Yeah,
the reports. Some of them are the second bridge.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right, Commissioner Buckleger, motions to approve the reports, Commissioner Golden seconds, all in favor? Next would be the acknowledgement of the monthly bill payment. So this would be looking for a motion to ratify the bill payments for the month of December.
I'll motion.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
All right, and then you should have a copy of the meeting minutes from December 10th. Any questions or concerns? All right, we need a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll motion.
I'll second.
And all in favor? Aye. All right, resident comments, Mr. Van Dyne? Nope, okay. All right, then I do not have anybody else signed up to speak here. Okay, so just discussing some old business. Yep, we already talked about that joint grant funding. That's great. We also talked about the LSA grant. Those are really the two biggest things that have happened in the past month that we got word about. We should be hearing also about our stamp grant funding. We were really supposed to hear about that in November, but we have not heard about that yet. And I do keep following up with the state. I'm not sure what their timeline is, but hopefully we find out about that soon. Do need to talk about waste management. So our office, I think we received 138 phone calls in the past 3 days. 150, yeah, in the past 3 or 4 days. I understand, folks, if you've been coming to these meetings and you've heard me talk about waste management a million times, a lot of residents clearly, they just didn't, they didn't hear what about the transition, right? And that's okay, that happens. And so essentially what's happened is we've had quite a few people who were unaware that this transition was taking place. But, I'm not trying to spin this so much as just say, even though we got 150 phone calls, there are 1,638 houses in Lawrence Park. That means less than 10% of people were confused, right? So 90% of the people in the township did get the message, did understand what they needed to do, received their bins or their 10%, senior discount, and are, awaiting their invoices if they've not already received them. And so really I would actually count that, even though it's been a lot of work for us and it's been very stressful for Kayla, fielding a lot of those phone calls. I would actually count that as a win because, again, less than 10% of folks in the township, are confused or having issues, which isn't too bad. And we already talked about the Sudan lift station. That project is nearly complete. So that is it for old business. Moving into new business, discussion item A. I don't know if we want to discuss this now, or there's been some talk that folks, I'm not sure how you guys want to discuss. This is number 31A.
I'm willing, I would discuss it if anybody else is.
I would like to discuss it.
Sure, yeah. If you want to hold it for an executive session, we can talk about it later, or if you want to, it's up to you.
I don't, we can do it here. We can get, if he was more comfortable, it doesn't bother me either way.
Yeah, I'm pretty much talking it.
We could do it right now.
Yeah.
I'd say the same thing. My position on that is we give them, they're non-uniform, I think we could, pretty sure I just voted to give it 2.8% full. The township pays wages, benefits, and pension. I'm hard pressed. I understand big business gives Christmas bonuses. I've never heard of government employees, I could be wrong, getting the bonuses. And it's nothing about the quality of the people, the quality of their work. I just feel hard pressed to ask the taxpayers to kick in more money. The way things are in the world right now, pretty sure some of our taxpayers don't have an extra $500. Not that they pay 500 total. And the millage is going up 0.58, which I think comes out on $100,000 house, around 500. So it is not something I'm in favor of.
I guess what my question would be is the history of this. I know that these bonuses have been paid out in the past, and I would like to get some more history about it. The general public, though, I mean, we are only talking about a few individuals that would be the recipients of this the bonus if it was given out. But there's any other history?
Yeah, I mean,
In the past, before I was-
I can't speak to
You
it.
know,
I think just the one year.
Yeah, all I could find was 1 year, personally, but now I will say I've only worked for the township for 6 months and I do not have access to all historical records. So I'm not sure if this was a past practice that was ordinary. What I would say from an administrative standpoint, to be frank, is that this isn't something that's necessarily budgeted for. That is my 2 cents. I'm not saying I'm against it. And if the board as a whole is in support of it, then, we can, look to move money for that. But it's not necessarily something that I, was anticipating or was aware of.
I think we've done gift cards for a few of the years. I don't remember the totals offhand, but that's what's coming to mind. Is it something to reconsider once we have a true closeout of how we did for the year?
Sure. I mean, we can
That
see,
might help then have a better gauge of
this could be
where
something
things
that's,
land.
sure. I mean, this could be something that we table for future discussion. I mean, it
I
doesn't.
think we should table it.
Yeah, and there's merit, what Chuck said.
Right.
Yeah.
There's merit.
It's not slam on anybody. I'm
Yeah, I know,
The
I know,
part.
you're,
But you're asking
Looking at it
me
from a
to
business
take more
standpoint.
money out of the taxpayer's pocket.
but I would say, if we're gonna cut it, do it, not like boom right now, maybe either step it down or wait till next year, but I think you brought up a good point, see where we stand
Well,
overall financially.
I'd be happy to listen to that.
And then we can circle the
Yeah,
wagon.
I'd be happy to discuss it.
Yeah.
I'm. Go.
Well,
Mark,
can I ask a question?
Oh,
I mean, is it, like $500 total or is it $5,000 total? I think that's probably.
Yeah,
what needs to be
take that into
addressed. I mean,
consideration.
Are we
Yeah.
talking peanuts or are we talking,
Right.
just a nice Christmas here, companies give you a ham or whatever,
Yeah.
so here.
Sure.
I'm not sure hams aren't more expensive.
I guess that would be my question as a citizen of the community.
Also.
I'd be interested in past practice.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And unfortunately for me, just speaking, as the person who needs to administer it one way or the other, I can't, I'm having trouble finding, recordation of this. That's the issue. So, if it was very clear past practice, I think I would have a stronger position. It does sound like it is something we have done, but I do not know, what interval, what frequency, what amount. I don't know any of that information. So, if we do want to table it for, I can look into it more, do some more research. We can.
It should be on our final P&Ls for the last few years, we could look at it.
And I think we had some of the discussions during budget meetings for the gift card amounts and whatnot, so they might be in those minute meetings.
I think that's something we should table and talk about.
Yeah, that's a good.
Yeah.
Let's take.
I just want to bring this out, and I see this all the time. And in my past, working with other people and other corporations, whatever, you can get workers that do the work, and then you can get workers that go far and beyond. And I just want the board to, if they don't realize this, that I see how much money that some of our workers save the actual township by being able to do the work that normally other township workers would not do. They would ship it out to, contract out. And, I've been keeping a little personal record as far as what they've saved, and it's a phenomenal amount. I mean, we're not talking just, $5-10. We're talking thousands of dollars that some of our full-time workers have been able to save the township by doing the work that they do, which is far and beyond what a lot of township or municipality workers would normally have to do. So I'm just throwing that out.
Well,
As,
Like, can we explore an incentive program?
I have no problem with that.
Something like that? Instead of just a carte
We
blanche.
also can have a conversation about things like performance-based.
Yeah.
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 I have no
Again,
problem with that.
but yeah, I think perhaps maybe the best thing to do for now would be to, table this conversation and then I'll do some research and then, we can bring it back.
Give me more information.
yeah.
Yeah, we do, I don't think,
I mean, credit should be given where credit's due, you know, naturally, so.
Do research. Okay, all right, and then, I do, so one of the things I budgeted for here in item B, was to advertise a part-time administrative generalist position. So essentially that's somebody that would assist, both the police department in an administrative capacity, and our office in an administrative capacity. Again, it's on a part-time basis, most likely looking at, right now, what has been budgeted for is between 20 to 26 hours a week. And, essentially, again, that's, I just am looking for a motion to advertise that position.
I'll motion for that.
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, next thing, C, so when, I hired our administrative generalist, she was on a sort of training schedule. And at the conclusion of her training, I am looking, in addition to the conclusion of her orientation period, I am looking to have her absorb several more duties, now that Ms. Spitznagle was retired. And looking to reclassify her job position with an hourly rate adjustment. Essentially, what this boils down to is approximately a 9% raise as opposed to just the 3% cost of living adjustment. And again, that's really in line with the fact that she has performed admirably in her position, and more importantly, is now taking on duties that she was not initially hired to do.
What's the hourly rate?
Yeah, so right now the hourly rate, I'll have to do math. Give me a minute, I'm not. I'm not a, Yeah, so the rate would be $19.79.
Is that the current rate?
No, the current rate's $18.08.
So she's going from 18 to 19?
Yeah.
You need a motion on
Yeah,
it? I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, next thing, regarding that same position, we're looking to have our administrative generalist undertake notary education. Essentially, the township, in the 6 months I've been here, I've had to utilize notary services 5 times now. And that is at cost to the township. Having a notary in-house would save us considerable amount of money, and it's at a relatively low cost. I did some research on it. It's about $300 total for the training. And again, I think that would pay for itself in less than a year. So would need a motion for this.
I'll motion.
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. All right, next thing is soliciting sealed bids for fireworks. Unfortunately, I was working with Zambelli. I contacted multiple organizations to get quotes, and everywhere came back over the bid threshold, which does mean that I really don't see a way around not advertising for sealed bids. So need a motion to do.
I'll motion for the fireworks.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Sorry, I'm talking so much here. So 2026-10, authorizing the township manager to create an online payment platform for the purposes of parking enforcement, zoning permit applications, and any other routine payments. So essentially, what I want to do is implement an online payment portal for people. I can do so, I believe I can do so at no additional cost to the township. So we already pay for a point of sale machine. We already pay for different subscription-based services that can integrate that point of sale machine. So I think I will be able to do this at no cost, which Before I did that, I wanted to make sure we have explicit authorization that everyone understood that was happening.
I'll make a motion.
A second.
Okay, so it is a resolution, Commissioner Buckley,
Aye.
Commissioner Golden,
Aye.
Commissioner Williams,
Aye.
and Commissioner Woods.
Aye.
Okay, and last thing here, 2026-11, authorizing the township manager and administrative staff to begin accepting payments and responsibilities pertaining to parking enforcement and to coordinate with the LPPD for any further enforcement or escalation as dictated by township ordinance, with the policy to begin on a later date agreed upon by the township manager and chief of police. So to simplify this, currently the police department handles all of their own parking enforcement. When people come in with parking tickets, they take money, they log that money, they, eventually bring a big envelope every week of the money they've received for us to deposit in the bank. As part of hiring an administrative generalist that's going to assist the police, one of the things that we want them to do is to start taking, parking tickets. Right. And I think that's one thing. I think that would allow the police department, I think that would be an assist to the police department, as well as something that we could do without any major impact to our service.
Just to clarify, the police department is still issuing the ticket.
Yeah.
We're not issuing it.
No.
It's just taking the money.
Yeah, sorry. This is just taking the money. That's what we're looking to do. Yeah, we're not, and that's what I mean about escalation. If somebody's not paying, we would let them know, and it would be up to the police department to still do any kind of enforcement. We're not getting in the business of that. We're literally just taking the money and depositing it in the bank so that, we don't have to have an on-duty officer taking people's police tickets or parking tickets.
So we're gonna have signage
Yeah.
directing them, okay.
Yep.
Cause they'll still show up.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
For
it'll take
For sure. Yeah, and the goal again is to be cooperative, and Chief Morrell and I will work together to figure out, a policy to govern this, to make sure that there's appropriate separation of duties, and then implement this, as soon as we're ready to do that. And again, if, any other questions?
I just wanted to, acknowledge one thing. I know that we did approve the your manager's report, but I would like to stress that we earmark or whatever the update on the administration and public safety,
Sure, yeah.
that we need to reestablish the safety committee
Yeah.
in light of
Yeah, I
things
apologize.
that have happened, but I don't want your report to get buried and no one
Yeah, of course.
we forget about it, because we need to do that.
I tend not to read every facet of
Right.
my report, but you're exactly right. I skipped that. And that's my mistake, because you are correct. Insofar as I agree completely, I think that, all members of the township and all staff of the township should be on the same page when it comes to public safety. And I'm sure Chief Morrell and I have a really strong working relationship. I'm sure that we can, come up with a day and time to get together regularly with staff and figure out good public safety policy.
Yeah. And just so that the public knows, this would include our maintenance crews and all our,
Yeah.
everyone working for the township, so it would be involved into the safety committee and for the public safety stuff.
This is something that's done in the past.
Yes.
Yeah, but we
historic-
need to do it. We've had, this year we've had some issues where, it's like, who's in charge of this? And it's been very lacked, okay? And there's been things where it should have been done differently, and it's through having a safety committee, you can have the,
Yeah, well, I mean.
yeah, I lost my train of thought.
Yeah.
After action, we can have the after action reviews, which is critical to anything, so they know, okay, this is what happened, this is what we did, how can we do things better so that we don't run into this issue and.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Just the requirement of the general liability price
Yeah.
or discount.
Yeah, we get.
A few things to be clear on. This is
Yeah.
100% something we did historically. It's in fact something we did this year, but it fell off during all the staff
Right.
transitions. You know, and so this is not, it's not something new.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, essentially, I put it in my, that's why I put it in my report, because it's not new, right? It's not a new business, it's just reestablishing
Yeah.
something that we had.
I just want to reiterate so it doesn't get, stuck between the pages, numbers, where we don't see it again.
Yes, I got you. For resolution 2026-11 though, we would need a motion on that.
Oh,
I'll
motion.
I'll second.
All right, and, because it is a resolution, just do that roll call one last time tonight. Commissioner Boatley,
Aye.
Commissioner Golden,
Aye.
Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
And Commissioner Lewis.
Aye.
Okay, I mean, well, if we don't need to adjourn to executive session unless there is something.
I don't need an executive session. Is there any reason you got one there?
I don't have anything.
Everybody, I think we should adjourn the meeting and move on.
Then you would need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion. I'll second that.
Okay. All right, all in favor to adjourn?
Aye.
Yeah, none opposed. Yeah. Or, we adjourned.
Very good. Thank you.